Okay, welcome to episode 1 of the JJ podcast. That's not actually our name.
We'll talk about
we
that.
don't know the name yet. We'll talk about that later, but we are starting a podcast. So, the first episode, the second episode, the third episode, they're probably going to suck, but
Starting off, hey.
that's how you grow. You can't go out and be Cristiano Ronaldo. You gotta work. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna make a podcast and talk about some stuff. So
Should be fun.
shall we begin?
Let's start by talking about how we want to structure the podcast.
Yeah. So I think we'll start with once a week. So today's Wednesday. It is 4:18 p.m. So after school, we'll be doing this every Wednesday, and then we're thinking about it. We most likely will do it is the also one time a week, like a short interview with just people from our school,
Or just
if they want to. Yeah, or anyone. We just go downtown and be like, hey, what's up? And then we just vibe out. So we'll do that. So for sure, this one once a week. It could be every Wednesday. It could be Tuesday. Depends on if we're busy.
These ones should be a little bit longer than the interviews.
Yeah. What are we thinking about time limit?
I don't know. I'd say 45 minutes works probably.
Yeah, I think 45 to an hour should be around the shoot. We could go longer if we feel like it later, but we kind of got to warm up to doing this because we obviously don't know what we're doing at all. So we'll start with that, and then we'll have we'll probably do 20 minutes. We'll do like lunch interviews for people around our school, and then or just if we're on the weekends, if we can, just any people, just for fun. So let's start it off.
Okay, shall I give us our first question?
No, I think we should just start with talking about who we are first, just so.
Fair enough.
So you can start. It's like name, age.
All right, I'm Jane. James, like, you really need the last name, but that's about all there is to me. This is going great.
Okay. I'm Jamie Pereira. I'm 15, turning 16. Well, I guess we both are. I feel like things that we just say will just kind of unfold during whatever we talk about, because there'll be lots of stories. So we'll just say our names first, and then there you go. We said the JJ podcast because we're both J's. So
you watch this more, you'll know us. Should I give us our first question now?
Sure.
Why are we starting this podcast?
That's just the thing.
That's the question.
It was like one day, I was like, we should start a podcast. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
So that's where we're going with that. So 2,576 episodes to go, or whatever I said.
Yeah. Alright, fine. We'll go to a different one. I'll go to a little one that should be a little bit longer. What's the first thing you're going to do when you graduate?
Ooh. I'm trying to think. When I graduate. See, I got 2 kind of ventures. I can go straight from school to like do like some business things. I want to be like an entrepreneur or something, or go into like business, so I could do that, grind really hard, and then do that. Or there's a second option where it's like I just want to travel and have fun. So
take a year off, Yeah.
What we had planned was like the day we graduate, the next day we'd buy a bus,
or rent, both are possible.
Probably just buy it because they're honestly decently cheap if you split it between people. Have like what, 4 people? 4 or 5?
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 people, and then just buy this 74-person bus, and then just gut the whole thing, completely renovate it, couches, decks,
pool in the back,
mattresses, waterfront views, and then we just like send it across Canada, we're in Canada, or like the US,
Mexico.
Yeah, just do whatever.
And Mexico down to US, that'd be cool.
It would probably be cheaper than most things. I feel like the only thing that would be a big expense would be like gas, but if you have 5 people, that's not too bad. So I think renting a bus would be cool, because then when you're back, if you just want to chill, you just sleep in the bus.
Yeah, actually, we would. Have like a bed.
So you never know. We might be sending it for a year just in a bus.
That would be fun. Or of course, just going straight to college.
Yeah. What about you? What are you thinking? Kind of.
I think I would
degrees or.
Yeah, I'd like to travel like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
We're just going to do that. I think that would be probably my first thing.
What about what like, if you were to go to school right away, what kind of degrees would you be getting?
I'm going to be going to Camosun with the criminal justice degree, hopefully, or with criminology.
So you would take like economics, law studies, those things in grade 12 and stuff?
No, I'll be taking psychology in grade 12, which is the only one I really know, and English in grade 12.
Law studies. Oh wait, what are you trying to?
And law studies.
What's your career? What kind of career path are you looking at?
Cop.
Cop?
Homicide detective, technically. Sheesh.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
It's very different. More like the first 48. You haven't seen that.
I'm assuming it's worse. It's a little okay. That's me.
It's a documentary.
I'm more thinking starting my own business brand, something like that. Podcast.
Nah, this goes very well, you know.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a big if.
We got our neighbor looking at us. What's up?
That was quick. Oh.
She's looking at us like, boy, what you doing? I hope this mic sounds good. If it doesn't, that's not good because then we're just wasting 45 minutes. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we'll see how this goes.
It's gonna be scuffed.
This is more of a test.
The first 10 are gonna be like probably terrible, but I feel like it's actually gonna be fun. So
yeah, it should be.
We'll get to a question.
These were our questions.
Yeah, we tried to write like notes down, but they're pretty terrible.
What
are your thoughts on like the school system, like for like high school? Because like I feel like it's just so botched.
I'd say right now it's pretty botched because they COVID hit and they were just no clue what to do.
Yeah, not even that though. It's like that's definitely part of it, but like school is more aimed just to feed you information instead of actually trying to help you do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like English, you read a book and you're writing an essay on a book. It's like, how is this, like, it's like improving your grammar, but it's just like, how is this really gonna help me in the real world? I guess that's kind of a bad example, but just a lot of things I feel like it's like
you know, we're like, how do we do taxes? And they're like, well, underground lava is called magma. Thanks.
Like, they'll teach you this stuff that you'll probably 99% of people will never think about ever again. There was a brief intermission. A squirrel actually attacked our camera. It's okay though. No one was hurt in the process except my body. No, I'm kidding. Our battery just died, so if the framing looks a little different,
real funny,
it's because it died and I had to take it, and it doesn't matter. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like we'll just jump back in.
School system.
I feel like the school system is just like, just feeding you information instead of trying to actually get you to learn stuff that's more valuable. Like, they rather teach you what magma is than like how to do your taxes, and I feel like it's just not good. It's just bad.
Yeah, there's more important things we could definitely be learning.
Yeah, like I guess with schools, it's different thing. Oh my gosh,
schools are different. Is what you're trying to say.
Some schools have different things, but at least for ours, we're not going to name it. But
it doesn't.
They're not teaching all the things that they should be for actual.
They're not bad teachers for what they're trying to teach, but when it comes to what we want to learn, they're not very open to it.
But I mean, it's not their fault. It's like it's just the curriculum. It's like the actual government who's more difficulties later. We're back, better than ever. Probably not. Let's just move on to a new topic from whatever the heck we were talking about schools, because it's just been scuffed, and that's just how it's going to be on the first podcast. All right.
Okay.
We had an epiphany. Whatever that is. I feel like it's the appropriate word.
Idea, maybe?
Yes. Idea. Thought.
Thought.
Elon Musk. Idea. Light bulb. Put the effect. I don't know how to do the effect, so we're not doing that. It's not like we have an editor.
But if you'd like to go for free.
But email us down below. Okay. We said the domino effect.
It sounds cool, in my opinion.
But
I like that.
I feel like we need something that has like a meaning to it. Like, you know?
And then domino effect doesn't have meaning to it?
I think we'll brainstorm more, and we'll have the name by next week. By next episode, so episode 2.
Well, we'll do the interview people. We'll just ask them what the name should be.
True. And...
should we at least decide to show them what a couple of our ideas are? The other 2 ones are?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had... number 1 was just the word podcast. I don't know what we were...
I wrote that more as a joke.
Number 2, JJ Cast. That could work. I could actually see JJ Cast.
It could, but I feel like it's too catchy and it just sounds.
It sounds like a good, well, no, weird rap.
Sounds like a 14-year-old kid's bop song. JJ Cass, you know.
Oh, I can see that. Nah.
So you don't want to see that.
Nah.
It suck. Okay.
We got rule breakers. No.
No.
And then the domino effect. I like the domino effect. It just sounds cool, but.
I think we might run with it. We'll put it in a pool, and we'll figure it out.
Put it in a pool.
Episode 2, it'll be here. Not the short episode, because we possibly might do that tomorrow. If we find somebody. Yeah. I think Travis. I think Travis is our friend wants to do it. So
you guys are Travis.
We might. Yeah. you know Travis. Come on. You know, he's a man. He's
that guy. That guy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
So we're gonna move on from that. What have we even talked about so far? School systems.
School system. What we'll do after we graduate.
Podcast name.
Starting podcast. Okay.
That's pretty much it. Okay. Let's move on to
either how we want the podcast to go or something fun.
No, I got it. Okay.
Oh, you got this. You got this.
Weird sports.
I did not.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I didn't. I'll look it up right now, but I did not have enough set up. Okay, but I know there's a site I can go to.
Where is the? What was that one you were saying? You sent it to me. It was the. It's not so much weird. It's just way, like you just wouldn't think. Like there's boxing, and then there's MMA. So the boxing's just the regular gloves, of course.
And that's weird. Oh, bare fist boxing.
Bare fist boxing. You have MMA.
That's normal. That's the thing. I think it's just the most brutal sport, though.
You have MMA, so that's even more brutal. People just beating the crap out of each other. The ref just don't even care. And then you got the no fist or whatever, where they have like boxing wraps, but it's not even on their knuckles, and they're just beating each other. It's pretty much street fights, but in a ring.
Yeah, it's just legal boxing. Okay, no, I got a couple here. Okay, so we got extreme ironing. That's what we're starting off with.
What?
This is great.
What is that?
At the moment, they're on a kayak, and there's this guy going ham on his shirt, ironing it.
Oh my gosh, that's actually a thing. The sport is like...
Extreme Ironing Bureau.
So you go... Okay.
It's the latest danger sport that combines the thrills of extreme door activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt.
Oh my gosh. So they're just going to crazy places and ironing shirts?
Yeah, I guess it's just...
I mean, hey, if there's a market for it. I mean, if you could find me 10 people that pay to watch that, then there you go. Wife carrying? Dude, what?
It just says wife carrying, born in Philly.
Let's not even read that one. Let's just move on, because I feel like this is not going to be... Underwater hockey. Okay,
let's give on.
That's
Underwater hockey is a rudimentary form of hockey played on the floor of a pool. Do they have... It looks like they just have a kind of snorkel, so they have to go like every 30 seconds. They just have to go through the air.
They just go, go down and start going. That's funny. I think we've done this in the pool. Like this is actually like a thing.
It's something I feel like kids have done, right?
Yeah.
No, video unavailable. I don't know what it's gonna.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this one.
What?
Okay, cheese rolling. I've seen this one. Okay, so
elaborate, because I'm so confused.
I think it's literally just a race. Yeah, it's a race. You have to roll down a hill, like how kids do it, right?
Oh my gosh,
just
you're
rolling down the hill.
Zooming.
Yeah, and they're just rolling down a hill.
And just getting bruised. They're just...
Oh yeah, a lot of them break their arms and stuff. It's brutal, but it's so much fun to watch.
That would be hilarious.
They have like tons of medics.
Is there an example video?
Yeah. I think we'll probably have to pull this up, maybe, video.
Yeah, hold on.
But
Alright, we'll play this on the screen real quick, and we shall watch it. What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh, they're going ham. Oh, they're going crazy. Oh, so they're just like mudsliding down the hill.
That's what that guy's doing, but a lot of them are just tumbling. That's all they do.
That's beautiful. That's actually funny. I could get something in that.
That's a sport I could get into.
There's soccer, there's hockey. I don't feel like people appreciate cheese rolling enough.
That's the subject we gotta address here. I think we're close to the topics here. I gotta set up a game.
What is your definition of fun/happiness? Like, there's the people who are like, oh, money and success, that's like happiness. Or there's the people that's like living with $40 in your bank account and just running around with your friends is happiness, or stuff like that. Like, what would you define was happiness? Is it being successful, or is it?
I'd say the $40 friends thing sounds more fun to me.
Pretty solid. So like, instead of just like, going to school, becoming an accountant, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like just doing like a regular 9 to 5, probably
family,
being sad. You're just like.
It depends. Some people like that though, just having like.
Yeah, would you rather have like a stable job, where you've gone to school and you've had success and you have a lot of money, like a stable job, you have a nice house, or would you rather just be like totally uncertain of what you're doing, just having fun doing whatever life takes you to do?
I would say it depends on the job.
Yeah.
I would rather, because if it was being an accountant, then I would rather just roam around and see where life takes me. But I feel like that would also, seeing where life takes you is probably gonna end up bad. You're probably gonna end up begging for money somewhere. It's not money. But if it's like my dream job, I'm 100% just taking the dream job. That sounds like, that's a lot better.
So what would your dream job be?
As I said, I'd say cop.
Yeah.
We'll just summarize it in that way.
Vibing out. Resting people.
I'm getting that right now, but I'd say, we'll summarize it, cop.
Yeah. Like for me, I think it's a bit of both, like.
The cop business, of course.
No, not the cop. What? No, I just voice cracked so hard. It's like, what? No, I think like having the money and success, whatever you perceive as success, is like important, but also like if I was asked, hey, do you want to grind for a year straight, make $40,000 and save up as much as you can, and go into school or whatever to make a business, or would you rather hop in a bus with 4 people and rip around the US for a year? I feel like I'd do that, and then once I do that and have my fun, I go do both until you can save up enough money to go do the more fun things and you enjoy. A lot of people, like doing their 9 to 5s is totally fine. I think for me, I'm just more. I would rather be up and about. I mean, same thing with cop. You're not always sitting at a desk. Like you are.
I mean, a lot of time you would.
It might be a 9 to 5, but it's different. Like you're.
I would
changing environments.
I enjoy the moving. Like with my current job, I move a lot, so that's.
Yeah, exactly. So like you're at a desk. Maybe it's 9 to 5, but it's like there's always changing environments, always new things to be doing. You're not always just sitting doing the same thing over and over again every day. Especially with the cop, actually. Every day is something different. New.
That's what I personally want. That's why I want everything to be different. I don't like routine. A lot of people like routine, and that's fine, but I can't deal with routine.
Yeah. I can do I don't think I can. I feel like I just always need to be moving or doing something new to stay fresh, because then you just lose motivation, and then you're just like, now what?
So you say you want to be an entrepreneur. What business do you want to do? Or would you do?
It just depends on there's a lot of things that you could do, I don't know, you could have a whole marketing managing team, or there's so many different things that entrepreneur could be. I could say I'm opening a small taco shop in New Brunswick or a massive media company in Los Angeles. It really just depends on what I feel like, but I don't feel like it would just be for chasing money and grinding, because I feel
something you want to do and you passionate. Right?
It's 100% something that I want to do. I haven't really fully figured that out yet, but I still feel like even just taking a year off school when I graduate just to have fun would honestly be more fun than just grinding out for 3 years.
There's a lot to learn just out in the world than just kind of behind the desk,
Yeah, especially when you're in school for 12 years, and then you get out. The last thing you want to do is be like, okay, now I got another 4, and it's 3 times harder.
Yeah.
So.
I will be going to school. That'll be something definitely in my future, but it's not going to be. I think I'm going to take the year off. Yeah. I think that's going to be something I'm definitely going to do.
I think a lot of people do that just to get away from all the stress.
Yeah.
How much do you know about Elon Musk?
Not much. I would say close to none.
Okay, well, let me enlighten you. This man is an absolute beauty. So he has his Tesla, of course. Then he has SpaceX. So he's trying to send people to Mars.
Oh yeah, no,
that's
actually,
the whole thing.
Okay.
Then he's got WhatsApp. He created that, or he sold it. I'm not too sure. I think he created it.
Someone built
PayPal.
WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah, I
Created
knew
that.
PayPal.
I think he owns it. Maybe he sold it. But he's created all these things. Of course, massive businessman, entrepreneur, engineer, inventor, all these things. Yeah. And now, like, he's just on a whole different level. This man with his, like...
Descended.
Yeah, he's just crazy. Like, you know, he has his Teslas, right? There's the Model 3, Y, X, and Z. Or Model 3.
Yeah, I know.
Something like that.
I know a little bit.
He made shorts. Like high shorts. like really...
Okay, short shorts, yeah.
Short shorts.
Yeah.
And they spell sexy on the back with his 3Y. Like, the guy's just a beauty. He's like...
I guess he knows what he's doing.
Like, when you see, like, the Jeff Bezos, he's, like, professional and he does all his things. This guy, like, even though he's younger, Elon Musk just don't even care. He just say whatever. So now, like you know, do you know about Bitcoin, kind of? Somewhat?
No, I don't know. No, I don't know much about Bitcoin.
Well, like... But I'm not gonna go into, but, like, besides cryptocurrency, like, he'll tweet, he has so much influential power that he'll tweet something like, oh, Bitcoin, like, he announced that his cousin, his company Tesla invested 1.5 billion. Are you kidding me right now? Freaking show some respect. $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, and then the price immediately just skyrocketed. So everything this guy does, the amount of influential power he has, is just, like, absurd.
Crazy.
And he about to take off.
All right, so
what do you think about Mars, actually? Like,
pardon?
Like him. What do you think about Mars? Like him sending people to the moon?
I've seen a lot of things. I actually got tricked because it said the news article told me like people preparing on Mars, like, but I thought it said on Mars, but it was for Mars. So I was like, wow, Mars looks so much like Earth. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. You see the videos, they're like labs?
Yeah.
They're just chilling.
Yeah, and there's
like, dude, no way, bro. That's funny.
Like, they can't survive it's like they're having trouble in a rainstorm on Earth. I'm like, this isn't going so well. I'm kidding. They're doing fine. But do you know when they're going to go to Mars?
I feel like it's a few years. He's trying to, in a few years, maybe even next year straight. I don't really know too much about it. But like, do you think that people should be pouring money into like a lot of people are mad because like instead of Elon Musk focusing on like world hunger, like real world problems, they're focusing on like sending people to Mars, which most people think.
I can see why they're angry, but I can also see pouring money into, because it's science. We still need to figure out a lot about science, and I see why. It just depends how you see the world in general. I like to see that we're still making discoveries, right? There's a lot of people that just think we've made enough discoveries, let's start trying to fix our problems. But yeah. I say we still we need to fix some problems, but let's try to also keep going, you know?
Yeah, if they're pouring money and focusing on sending people to Mars, how does that, change to them solving world hunger in Africa and stuff? Like all these problems that need to be solved right away versus, like they're thinking, they're trying to send people to Mars. What are they accomplishing? Look, we can live on Mars, but then here's the thing. By the time they're like, oh, if it works, and they're like, okay, Mars is livable for like a second Earth.
Yeah.
By the time you get the approvals, all the things, sending people to a different planet, all that is hundreds of years away from ever that becoming a thing that we need to do now. And I know like the climate change is a big problem, but like exactly the point. Why wouldn't they start trying to solve these problems with his billions of dollars? Like he's worth $180 billion right now, or 190. Like he can give money to all the organizations that are working on it now. And also like if he didn't do SpaceX, I know it's like an experiment almost, because like by the time science evolves into understanding about Mars, we could have like a totally different Earth just because of climate change. So I feel like stuff needs to be done more now about that versus if people can live on Mars or not.
I don't know. I like to see new colonization on Mars, because that can be a lot more. That's more room to grow. That's new soil if it does work out, and we can get new soil. That if the soil does. Okay.
I just started bleeding.
We
ain't even gonna worry about that.
It's new colonization because a lot of people are complaining about overpopulation. So it could be a whole new city, which it'd be huge. But you're right, it is years in the future.
Do you remember the Area 51?
Oh my god.
The raid? What was it, like 2 million people said they were gonna go? And then
a couple thousand showed up, maybe?
Less, like
a couple hundred?
I think 500 or something. Like, what's even the point? What, are you gonna raid some, like, army base? Like, what do you think? Do you believe in aliens? Just settle it right now. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say that the universe is so big. If it's infinite, there's no way there's not.
What defines an alien? Like
I would say it could be
a soul, or is it like a...
No, I'm gonna say the alien's something beyond our planet, right?
Yeah.
So it could be like on Mars, there's a little bit of water and there's bacteria. That's an alien, right? A little bacteria. That's an alien. Or it could just be like a deer.
Does it have to be like a creature, something living? Or is
I would say so. Like, then you could be saying like some moon rock's an alien, right? It's not. I would say it has to be living. So like maybe even grass or tree on a different planet would technically be an alien. So like.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're looking at that, it's different. I was thinking alien more like. No, a tree that's just a tree.
It's still living.
An alien.
That means it's still habitable and it's still living, and it could be like deer. Deer could live there. That's still an alien. It doesn't feel like an alien, but it's an alien.
We're in a search of the definition of alien right now. I got blood over. What the frick? I'm bleeding out right now. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, you searched up. I'm bleeding out. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up while Jamie tends to his wounds.
I can't even tell. I ain't got no band-aid. I'm going time to stop the podcast. We're going. You get up. You probably can't see that, but that's
ready to show violence in there.
Define alien.
Okay, it's kind of going for like a different country kind of thing, right?
Belonging to a foreign.
Okay, that's in times of war synonym for alien. What is xenomorph a real word? The law, alien is any person or citizen, non or national country that is specific. Okay, well.
So it's saying a living, like a soul. Something that has a soul.
No, okay, let's say, Jamie, what do you classify as alien?
I wouldn't say the green guys in like the movies or like the creatures, but I would say, actually, a creature.
It's like a deer.
Like no, it has to be a different species than what's alive right now. So instead of it being a deer, it would be like a. Well, then you don't know. It's something that you haven't seen on Earth that has a soul. That would be my perception of it.
What's the point of alien if we don't need to? If it's just another species? I think if we see something else on a different planet, that's proof that their planet can be habitable.
Depending on, but what if it's like? I feel like if alien, like who's the people that are making it up where it's coming from like a UFO and it's like they're saying it as if it's like a whole new.
It's like a
species.
It's like another person. It's another sentient thing.
Yeah, like I feel like that's a little far fetched for.
Yeah, we're not gonna find
my belief.
I doubt we're gonna have a sentient. It's unlikely we can have a sentient thing, right?
I don't even know what that means, but yeah.
Something that can actually think, you know.
Oh yeah, okay. But like I think like it is possible for something like a deer or like an animal that we haven't discovered been on another planet. So it's like if we have deer and rabbits and cougars here, they have those types of things, but with different names that we haven't named and with different attributes. Like if it's a cougar that's fast here, maybe it's a cougar that's slow there.
Yeah.
A shell.
Yeah, it's got
a turtle. A turtle cougar. I don't honestly know why I'm bleeding out on this podcast, but I absolutely am.
Okay, do we need to get you a towel here?
No, we're chilling. Actually, let's just talk about COVID for a sec.
Alright.
I feel like that needs to be addressed. This is going to be the last
topic of the day?
Yeah.
Alright.
First of all, it's been a very scuffed podcast. The camera battery died 4 times. I'm bleeding out. I kicked the table over 3 times.
We can do better next time.
Yeah,
next time will be scuffed. It'll be an easier discussion because
be more prepared. The sun's going down, so I have to change exposure. I've been probably cutting a few more times, and it's choppy. The next one we do, everything will be set up. The light will be out more. It'll be smooth, and there won't really be any cuts besides maybe just the intro if we're going to say something that needs to be kind of scripted. Well, not scripted, but
no.
So
there is somebody here.
Why am I doing ASMR right now?
I'm gonna be a man and figure out what it is. I'll be back.
Okay, he's gone. person. Okay.
It is a neighbor.
Define neighbor. Alien. Oh, frick. Okay. We're gonna get back to the regular programming.
All right. Anyway, so COVID.
COVID.
It's been a rough year. I think we don't agree on that.
Yeah. March 2020 is when it hit. Economy lost all of its health.
No,
We lost all of our brain cells.
During the isolation.
I mean, we don't even have it bad. We're here in Canada.
Yeah. There's people still isolating.
Yeah. Like the U.S. Like Canada.
I think there's some places in Canada actually.
Canada has like 97% less cases than the U.S. U.S. is, I don't know if it still is, but it's been getting 200,000 cases a day, which is dumb because like I think I have a video of me saying it was like April 17th. I asked like Alexa, you know how you say Alexa, tell me something.
Yeah.
We probably just set off everyone's Alexa at home. My bad.
You're just telling them something.
I asked the device.
Yeah.
That we shall not name.
Computer.
Computer. Oh, that one also says triggers. You can change the name. No. Like how many cases there were in the world, and it said literally 180,000, and I thought that was like insane. And now I think there's, I want to say over 100 million. Because I think like 2 months ago there's 76, and I feel like it's growing so fast. So that's not good.
There's like a new form of COVID, which is just, that's horrible to think about.
I feel like for me though, when like, because 2020 was just like, oh, new decade, that was gonna be such a good year, and then it just kind of like
when
like right now we can't even go to friends' houses. Like we can be outside, but we can't even be inside.
It's gonna be brutal though. I mean, we're gonna be talking about this for years now. It's gonna be like, you're gonna be like 30 years old and be like, hey, remember that COVID thing? Oh yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's like SARS. Like that was like the disease of our parents' time.
Yeah.
And I mean, now they have 2. And then our grandparents sometimes have 3 with like.
I don't think they'd call this a disease.
Smallpox.
I mean,
or whatever.
it's not.
It's a virus.
It's a virus, but I wouldn't say it's as bad as like the Black Plague, right?
No, definitely not.
I'd say it's very much. I say we're overreacting a little bit. It's more of just a different type of flu.
But still, the amount of people that have died, you just can't treat it like a flu anymore. Like people are, but it's also like.
Still, the same amount has died from just the normal flu, right?
Yeah, but this is so much. Like you don't see 200,000 people a day getting the flu, and you don't see 10,000 people a day being in like.
That, though. I think we could see a lot more getting
in
the flu.
Hospital, but it's a different mortality rate. Like people. I don't know. It's just been. We don't really know everything.
We're not.
Or anything.
We haven't been researching this a lot. It's kind of just like, let's talk about COVID, you know?
It's still just, it sucks. I feel like
it sucks.
In 2021, though, I just kind of shift gears away from just thinking about it. Like, I still know it's a problem. I still wear a mask, you know, social distance, all that stuff. But yeah. But it's just, I'm so tired of it. Like, you don't forget about it, but you're just like, so annoying.
I see it's getting a lot more. I think the problem, I mean, it's getting a lot better. Like, we would have had a lot more if we didn't think about it, right? Mm-hmm. But with the isolation, it's gone better. But I think tensions are a lot more high than they've ever been. Because, especially working in a grocery store, you and me both know that it's, a lot of people can get angry at the littlest things. Yeah, there's especially a guy just getting, like, 5 feet in front of them, right? 1 foot can make them angry.
When I work we both work at grocery stores. We're not going to say the ones. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding out real quick. There's this guy that's in there, and literally, when you get within like 20 feet of him, and he starts yelling, like, back up, back up, back up. And he has like 3 masks on, and the gloves, and like, it just takes a mental toll on people. Yeah. Which is probably unnecessary for that level of scarcity, but like, at that point, why don't you buy online orders?
Yeah, and it's concerning. I've had somebody who I was walking by them. Okay, I will admit I was a good 4 feet, right? Yeah. But it was busy. It was a busy day, and I had to get to where I was going.
Everyone's there anyways. Like, everyone's close to you.
I had a time limit. I had to get there as soon as possible. And you know what? It was crowded. It was a busy day, and everybody was close to each other, right? Yeah. It just had to happen. And I got close to him, and he slammed his cart against the side of an aisle, and then screamed at me, "Distance, please." At that point, I just looked at him, walked away.
It's like, all right, mate.
That's about all I needed.
Yeah, people just at that point, why don't you buy online orders?
Yeah, we have an option too where you literally just order online and they'll bring it out to your car.
You just call in and they'll bring it to your door. And then you can just...
There's many stores that do that now. I don't see why you don't just do that if you're really scared.
If you're really that scared. So there's probably a million COVID stories of people getting mad.
Yeah.
Also the anti-maskers people.
There's also a lot of things online that are scaring people too.
Yeah.
So tensions are running high, definitely.
Yeah. So I've already said our battery's died a million times. This podcast has been insanely scuffed. But it's the first one, so
I promise we'll be better next time.
It'll be funny to look back at number 10. We're also going to write down more stuff to talk about because we don't always have that.
We'll probably do that throughout the week. And
we might do the one with the interview with Travis tomorrow. We'll see.
Tomorrow, maybe Friday. Depends where we can find it.
And if we have homework.
If we got time, if we got
the
lunch
stuff.
If we got the stuff, we...
That stuff?
Yeah, I think we won't do it tomorrow. We'll probably do it Friday if it's...
Yeah.
Okay, well, either way.
Either way, that was episode 1 of the JJ Undefined We Don't Know Our Name Yet podcast.
We'll think of a name. Or we'll decide a name. Maybe the Domino Effect. It's a cool name, but maybe doesn't really have any meaning.
Yeah. We gotta figure out something. But that was the first one.
So this just...
that's pretty much it.
That's it. We may have like seasons of it.
I don't know how long it's going to be. Probably around 40, 45 minutes.
Hopefully. It depends how much we cut it. It might even be a lot less. It could be like 20 minutes only because...
Just because there's so much went wrong. But
so
it's fine. The second one will be good. It'll be a fluid 45 minutes.
Promise will be better.
Batteries will be charged. SD cards will be formatted. The setup will be good. It'll be light. It won't be so cold right now because I'm tripping.
Freezing.
I will not be bleeding out of my finger.
You might be noticing I'm shivering. I'm so cold.
And we're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching, whoever's watching this, which is probably like 3 people. Okay. Let's just...
Share.
Bye.
Share it.
Walk out that way.